What is up, y'all? What's up? Now, I wanted to do this video talking about a doctor in Texas who was just sentenced to 10 years in prison for falsely diagnosing patients with illnesses that they didn't have. And he was actually doing it for profit, right? He was actually giving them treatments that they didn't even need. I think some of it might have been chemotherapy or something like that. I don't know if it was chemo, but there was a lot of false diagnosis going on. And they said he made, I think they said $28 million, something along those lines. He got rich from it. And, you know, he was filing false claims to insurance companies. And he was, giving patients false diagnosis and actually really giving them the treatments for the sicknesses that they didn't have. And the reason I bring that up is because this is the unfortunate reality that we live in when it comes to money. Money just means so much to the world now. It means so much in society. It is literally making people sick to their mind. It's like money basically means everything right now. Money has completely taken over our lives completely. Everything you do is always 100% about money. You know, whether it be how much it costs, how much are you going to make doing it, everything is about money. Everything now. And it's gotten so bad where people, this is nothing new. Corruption and scams and stuff have always been a part of society probably since the beginning of any type of currency. But it's really, really, really horrible at this point. I mean, it's like there's no limit to what people would do for money. There's almost nobody you can trust at all in any business practice, especially somebody who is going to make money on something. We all know about the auto mechanic thing that people talk about. We know that's going on for sure. This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm 100% sure auto mechanics, not all of them, but there's definitely a lot of, and it's been going on with vehicles, but now we're talking about people's lives. And I'm sure this is not the first time this happened. I'm sure this is not the only person that's doing it. I'm sure there's others that just hasn't been caught. And I'm sure it's nothing new. But it's just horrible, man. It's unfortunate. It's like our whole world, right now, the way life is, especially in America, really all over the world, but especially in America, money has completely, it's like money is everything right now. Everything is tied to money. And there is no second place. Everything that goes on, everything is all about money. And there's nothing in second place. Because anything that is second is tied to money anyway. Because money is everything and it's all things. There's no exceptions. It has gotten to that point now in society. We are officially in a financial takeover. Money means absolutely everything. That's why it's not a surprise to see this type of stuff. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. People are going to, they're going to go further to get their hands on money. Scams are going to get way worse. Con artists are going to, work overtime to get their hands on money. There's going to be way more lies and way more deception than you've ever seen before. It's really, really bad. I don't care where you're at. I don't care if and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all doctors are doing this, or if you get something checked, they're lying to you. I'm not saying that, okay? There's a lot of honest, a lot of diagnoses are definitely real. I'm saying you're going to see more of this taking place. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you need to worry about whatever it was you got diagnosed with and doubt it. I'm not saying that at all. Because that's not the message I'm getting here. Make sure you understand. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying this type of stuff is only going to get worse because money just means any and everything to people at this point. It is really, really, really bad right now. Scams are awful. I'm sure they got our phones ringing all day with with these weird scam ideas. There's just so much going on right now because money means so much to people. It's like there's people working 2 jobs 7 days a week and they can't even afford a decent home and a decent vehicle, even though they're pushing themselves as hard as they can because the price of things have gotten really high. How much people make is not keeping up with it. And it's just really gotten out of hand. I'm not saying that's the blame for these type of con artists. These type of con artists were already here. But I'm saying this is only going to increase it. It's going to get worse. Be ready. Scamming is going to get worse. And it's going to get a lot worse, I think. You're going to see I'm seeing stuff where people scamming elderly people, wiping out their savings, wiping out their retirements. There's so much crap going on with money because that's the only thing people are dedicated to. Because let's be honest, some people just don't have a choice. There's nothing else. People are being forced to focus on nothing else other than that money. Absolutely nothing else. It's not as simple as going to work for 8 hours, coming home and taking care of everything else. No. You got other side jobs. You have a second job. You have side hustles. You have all these other things. Because how much money you're going to need for how much money you're going to owe to people and how much you're going to need for this and that and that. Everything you touch, everything you breathe on, every ground you step on is going to cost you more money. Because the system or the systems in America are so congested and clogged with so many middlemen, and you gotta pay fees for this. You owe money here, you owe money there, you owe money here, you owe money everywhere for everything you touch, everything you look at, everything that you cross, everything you pass. There's a dollar sign behind it, and there's money owed to it. Our systems have gotten way out of hand. I'm talking about fees, taxes, everything. And it's making people mentally sick to their minds to where they're just basically out here conning and stealing money because people are focused on nothing else but money at this point. And this doesn't justify these ridiculous, sick con artists and scams because this particular doctor was a millionaire. There's no justifying that. You don't need to do all that. But I'm saying money has made people absolutely sick out of their damn minds. There's no limit to what people do to get their hands on money. There's just no limit. It's really gotten out of hand, and it's going to only get worse. But like I said, everything you do, everything you touch, everything you breathe on, every ground you step on, there's a price behind it. Our systems are coming up with ways to make you pay for just about everything. There's nothing you can do or touch or look at without a price tied to it. It's absolutely absurd. But yeah, the moral of the story, the purpose of this video is just basically saying that our world is in a complete financial takeover. It is at the point now where there is absolutely nothing else that matters in our lives except for that damn money. And everybody's focused to just go all in on money, 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 money. You got one job, a second job, and then a side hustle, and then that's not enough. And then you're, okay, can I do this? How much is this going to cost? Can I do that? How much is that going to cost me? How much is this going to make me? Is it worth it for me to do it? Is it going to make me enough money? Should I do this? How much is it going to cost me? Is it in my budget? Everything you do is nothing but money.